Hey now. Okay, you remember the store from a couple of videos ago, the one I told you about. I called them up about that new X-Men number 31, and they had me on hold for pretty much forever, and then they come back and want to charge eBay price for it. About a week later, I go to that store, just to see what they had because they had a sale going on. I wanted to see what they had, and there was something to them keeping me on hold forever because when I was shopping there, someone had called them up, and they were calling about just some random comic issue, and the exact guy that I talked to on the phone the week prior, I guess he was on the phone with the person, and he pulled the book out of the drawer, and he asked about it. He's like, what's the significance of this book? He's asking the guys that he works with, and come to find out, he's trying to look it up and see what was going on with it. So all you guys that had the theory that they looked it up on eBay and tried to find out about it before they actually gave a price over the phone, yeah, you were correct. You were correct. But and I'm not vilifying the guys at all, because the guy that owns the store and the guys that work there, I really like these guys a lot, and they're good to me, So I'm not vilifying. I'm just saying it's interesting. But with all the insistence on not letting the book get past them, I still wind up finding Batman, my third copy of Batman number 635 for $3. Yes, sir. After the sale price, got this for $3. So I found this. What is this? What does this book go for now? Like an easy $60 book. So yeah, I found my third copy. And what's funny, what's interesting, I believe this is the one that I bought 6 months prior, from the same store. So I guess they replenished their back stock of this. But hey, find another copy. So I really do need to sell one of these books. I really do need to sell one of these. And I'm still not quite sure what the appeal is to this. And I'm probably speaking to against my own interests here, but I'm just not quite sure what the appeal is. First, Jason Todd is the Red Hood. Okay, all right. Okay, so what about that Batman Hush issue where Jason Todd returns, or the origin of Jason Todd in Batman Annual 25? Those should be just as expensive as this one, but this one is really this one is up there, like crazy, especially for an 11-year-old book. But hey, I can play the game too. If you guys want to jack up prices and all that kind of stuff, if the market wants to jack up prices, then hey, I can play the game too. All right, but yeah, very happy found my third copy. All right, we're moving along. Okay, now this book, I'm gonna file under. I can't believe I actually did find it. This is a book that I've been searching for probably the past 6 months. Every store that I've gone to for the past 6 months just hasn't been there, and I find it at this store. This is X-Men number 375. This is the Joe Jusko variant. Now, Joe Jusko, if you remember those Marvel Masterworks, is it Marvel Masterworks or Marvel Masterpiece? I forget. Those painted cards, the highly rendered Marvel characters from the early 90s. That's the artist that did this cover. And I'm not quite sure if this is. I'm not sure if this was like a retailer incentive, or because it has. From what I understand, it's from anotheruniverse.com. And I'm not sure if it's an exclusive, something that you could have only bought from the site, from the online store, or not. I'm not sure, but I don't know. But it's a great looking cover, and I'm really happy to have it. Um, I, on the low end, this book goes for 20. On the high end, no less than $20, but on the high end, it's gone for as high as 60. So It's a really good book to find. Really tough, really tough book to find. Found this for $8 after the sale price. So yeah, very happy to get that. A lot of good stealth buys going on here. A lot of good ones. Batgirl number 40. This is the Purple Rain variant. I'm more of a Under the Cherry Moon man myself. That's more my movie, but to each their own. I actually had two copies before I found this one, and finding this one freed me up to sell the other two for like $30 a piece, which is crazy to me. But ever since Prince dying, this book has like gone up in price. I don't think so much now, but at the time that I sold those other two, they were up there. So yeah, happy to have one at least in the collection. We're moving along with Justice League number 40. Found that for, let me see. Picked this up for like $3. Picked this up for pretty much cover price. Justice League number 40. What's going on with this one? I don't know. Just something I was looking for. I think this book is going for. This is just like the regular cover, not a variant or anything like that, and it still can go for like $15. So, all right. And also, you know what? I'm going to show you guys this. I picked this up at the store as well. Secret Wars, Black Suit, Spider-Man, still sealed up. I've been eyeballing this thing for well over a year. And in a very rare move, they actually came down on the price on this. Because previously, this was like $110. So it would have been $88 after the sale price. But a friend of mine who was with me, he actually had this in his hand about to buy it, and I'm just like, oh, and I saw the price tag on it, and the price tag was $60, so after the sale price it would have been a little under $50, and I'm like, oh my god, I would have totally bought it at that price. And like, he had it in his hand and he was contemplating buying it, and he's just like, what do you think? I should I get it? And I'm like, you know what? I don't think so, because he's a real stickler for like condition, especially like carded figures, and it's not perfect. So I'm just like, you know what? I don't think I convinced him, but I definitely urged him not to buy it. And as soon as he put it back, I was like, give me that. So I will. Yeah. Listen, when it comes to comic collecting in general, I have no friends. I've known this guy for 20 years, but yet and still, when it comes to collecting, I have no friends. So I picked this up. It's, definitely not perfect, but when it comes to 80s figures, I want my stuff sealed. Because anybody can buy loose 80s stuff, loose figures, but I want it sealed, even if the packaging isn't that great. And you can see that the blister is yellowing, and there's some marks, probably like a C6, C7 condition figure. But hey, for $50, why not? Hell yeah. Very happy to have this thing sealed. Very happy. Okay, we're moving along with also something I picked up at this store. Green Lantern number 20. The 1 in 25 variant. The significance of this is that this is the first appearance of I forgot the chick's name, Jessica Cruz, who is a female Green Lantern. I don't know, ever since Rebirth, DC Rebirth, she's been a lot more attention has been placed on the character Jessica Cruz. And I found the 1 in 25 variant for $12. And I'm kind of pissed because a couple of weeks earlier, I bought this online for like $26. And if I would have known, I'd have found a cheaper copy. I definitely wouldn't have bought that one. But hey, I have 2 copies, so no biggie. And this book, it can go for $40. I don't think it's going for that much right now. And if they're gonna do like a 1 in 25 variant, unless it's Jim Lee art, just do a completely different cover instead of doing like a sketch variant. I think the main reason why this book really isn't going for that much is just because it's kind of a sketch variant, and I mean, the art is really good, but you know, it's like, give me a different cover if you're gonna do a 1 in 25 variant. Okay, but we're moving along. We're moving along with something I picked up at another store. I love this cover. I like the first time I saw the cover was last week when I had seen this. That didn't make any sense, but I think you get what I'm saying. I didn't know anything about this cover at all. Avengers number 13. I forget. I don't know what volume this is of the Avengers, but Avengers 13, the Jean Grey variant, the different stages of Jean Grey. I found this for $5. This book goes for like 15 at the most. So, but man, I just don't think a lot of people know about it. You know, just because this is a really, really awesome cover. I really, really dig it. Really, really, really dig this cover, man. Really, man. Really dig it. Okay, what else? Pick this up online. Harley's Little Black Book, number 3. The 1 in 25 variant. Now, I picked this up off of eBay I got it for $38 total. But, and I was happy with that because because I really, really dug the cover, but I didn't want to pay over 40 for it. You know what I'm saying? So under 40 by $2, I was cool with that. But when I got the book, I don't know if it really won't show up in the video, but it basically came bent. Now it was sandwiched, although it was sandwiched in between two pieces of cardboard. Those ridges basically kind of ran against the comic, so the comic still came bent. You know what I mean? Even though it was sandwiched in between cardboard. And I contacted the seller, and it calls for creases along the spine here. So I contacted the seller, and he refunded me like $13. So that's what I asked for. So I got this for $25, and from what I can see, there are no color breaks in the book, even though it is creased. So I'm hoping eventually down the line I can get this thing pressed out. Hopefully. If not, no big deal. I won't sweat it. Okay, a few more books I picked up online. We have Captain Britain number 9. We have to move some stuff out of the way. We got Captain Britain number 9, number 10, and number 11. Okay, we can get all this in the camera. Okay. So we have the second appearance of Betsy Braddock, aka Psylocke. We have the first cover appearance and a continuation of the story, and Captain Britain number 11. I don't know. I mean, I picked these up for $10 a piece. Really happy with that price. I know this one is really weird because I've seen like near mint copies go for $300, like ungraded, and then like the exact same book, maybe in a very fine, only go for $30. It's like this book is it's strange in the fluctuation in price. And I have to imagine, as long as Captain Britain number 8, that book is insane. That book is insanely expensive. Like a VF copy will run you no less than $200 at this point. I have to imagine as that book gets ever so much expensive, I have to imagine that these are gonna increase in price as well. But if it doesn't matter because I picked these up cheap enough. So yeah. Cool covers, by the way. Very cool covers. All right. We're moving along with... Okay, now I picked this up. I took... Now, these next few books are basically from a month ago, and I'm just now getting around to showing these off. We have... took kind of a road trip, about an hour and a half out of the way. Yeah. We have Punisher number 5. This is a Marvel 1 in 50. I think this is a Marvel 50th anniversary 1 in 50 variant. So for every 50 copies you get one of these if you ordered it. And I'm surprised just because the Punishers are really, this book really doesn't go for that much. I picked this up for $10. On the low end, the book can go for 20. On the high end, it goes for 30. And I'm surprised just because that doesn't seem like a lot to me, especially for a 1 in 50 variant. And the fact that the Punisher is such a hot character right now, and this is a cover swipe of New Mutants number 87, you know, the first appearance of Cable. I'm really surprised that this book doesn't go for more, but I'm really happy to have picked it up for $10. What else did I find? I got this for $5. New Mutants. Superman Batman Annual number 4. First appearance of Batman Beyond in DC continuity. This book is really, I picked this up for $5. This book can go for like 20. Like, this is a relatively expensive book. What else? What else did I pick up at the store? Okay. Here's a real, this is a cool book to me. Very cool book. We have The Adventures of Superman number 500, the Platinum Edition. It's still sealed. And what's funny, when I was at this store, I saw it. And I got so excited, but I was disappointed that it wasn't Superman 75. Now, they had a $30 price tag on it, and I'm just like, oh, it's not Superman 75. So I actually put it back and left the store without buying it. And the more I thought about it, I'm just like, oh, man, I really should have bought it. So I called the guy up, and, the store is like an hour and a half away. So I called the guy up, and he shipped it to me for $5 more. So I'm very happy to have bought this for $35, basically. But there's a lot going on with this book. You have the first appearance of Connor Kent, first appearance of John Henry Irons, a.k.a. Steel, first appearance of Hank Henshaw as the Cyborg Superman, and the first appearance of the Eradicator as Superman. So a lot going on with this book, and this is the basically the ultimate variant for this book. So, and like I said, it's still sealed. So yeah, and the condition of the bag is a little rough. I don't know if you can really see from the camera, but there's like kind of scuffing going on, and on the back as well. But hey, it's still sealed, so I'm happy. Okay, went to another store in the area and picked up 2 copies of Batman from the New 52, number 21. First appearance of Duke Thomas, who might be the new Robin or something like that. So I don't know. I guess the next Robin's going to be like an Asian female, most likely, the way things are going. So we have a black Robin now. Previously, we had a female Robin. So the next one's going to have to be an Asian female. That's just the trend. Pick these up for, I don't know, probably close to cover price. So I don't think these books go for that much, but I found them and I bought them. Okay, now here's a book I kind of took a chance on. Justice League number 6. This is from the New 52. This is the 1 in 25 variant. I picked this up for $25. Now I never do this. There were actually, at the time that I bought this, there were actually copies on eBay that were cheaper, but I went with this one just because I didn't feel like waiting for the mail. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't feel like waiting like maybe a week for it to come in the mail. But I actually paid higher than the eBay price for this book, and I don't know, and I'm not quite sure why. Maybe I'm still trying to contemplate why I did that. I think I may have paid like $10, $5 to $10 more than what it was going for on eBay at the time. Now I'm noticing that, like, say $20, $25, and $30 copies of this book are drying up. What's left now are, say, $40 copies, and I think I don't know. To me, just because this is an awesome Dark Side cover, and as Dark Side gets more popular, I think that this has a lot of potential. Just has a ton of potential. So I figured I'd pick it up, and it's in like really, really high grade condition, like very, very sharp corners, so I figured I'd pick it up, pick it up at the store. In just pick it up in person. Also, and what else? What other point did I want to make? That Adventure Comics number 515 variant with Dark Side on it. Like that one is just totally out of reach at this point. And if you're looking for a really cool Dark Side cover, then there you go, right here. And it's still relatively cheap, so you know, yeah, you're welcome. All right, what else did I pick up? Power Girl number 4. This is a 1 in 10 variant. Picked it up for $10. This book usually goes for like maybe like 20 at the most. I just like the cover, so figured I'd pick it up at 10. What else? Remember that point that I was making about Jim Lee art and variants? Well, here we go. Legion of Superheroes number 1. This is the second print. This is a sketch cover to the variant. Very, very beautiful cover. I love like raw Jim Lee pencils. I'm just such a student of comic book art that I just like anything Jim Lee does that has like raw pencils. I'm pretty much all over. So this is a really, really good looking cover. So yeah. How much did I pay for this? Like, I don't know. Like maybe pretty much cover price. What else did I get? I got Zatanna number 1. Now this is the second print. I think I bought this for $4. I'm not sure what this book goes for, but I figured, I don't know. It's weird. A lot of the DC pre New 52 books, like they are very, very collectible. If you haven't noticed, like variants, even regular editions to books are highly, highly collectible, especially like number 1s and second prints to number 1s and all that. So yeah. Also another Zatanna. I believe this has to be my third copy of this. Zatanna number 16. Awesome looking Adam Hughes cover. If you follow Adam Hughes on Twitter, he mentioned that this is his favorite Zatanna cover. So I believe I picked this up for $4, which I believe there were 2 copies there and I left one there. So if I ever go back, I might have to buy the other one. I know this book can easily go for 20. Another cool looking Adam Hughes cover. Now this is a cover that I've been searching for high and low for probably the past 6 months. Catwoman number 74. This book is impossible to find. Again, like every store that I've gone to for the past 6 months, they did not have this book. And I think when I went to this one store, I think the thing that saved me was they didn't have their Catwoman like out in the boxes. Like you basically had to ask for it. And I asked him, "Oh, do you have Catwoman 74 with Adam Hughes cover?" And he brings it up from the basement and basically charges me cover price for it. So, in this book, an easy $20 book. Easy $20 book. And I think with those Adam Hughes Catwoman covers, you have number 51, of course, number 70, and number 74. Like, those are probably the 3 covers that are the most sought after, the most popular, the most sought after. So yeah, found Catwoman number 74. Beautiful cover, man. Okay. And I'm trying to think if I had this cover before, but I might have sold it off or not. But this cover doesn't look that familiar to me. So yeah, happy to have it. Okay. All right. We're moving along to another store. We're going to start things off with Green Lantern number 0, the 1 in 25 variant. I don't know if this is the first appearance of Simon Baz or not, but I really don't care. I found it was $6, so I figured I'd pick it up. And is there a more scary looking superhero? Like all of it, like why does this superhero have a ski mask and carrying a gun like that? I don't know. This is probably the most disconcerting looking superhero, and the brown skin doesn't help either with the image. Oh, that was racist. But I don't. What's the purpose of Simon Baz carrying a gun? I don't know. Not the most appealing superhero. Um, okay, now at this same store, uh, there was a now you've seen this before in a couple of videos ago. New XMen number 31. Picked this up for 50 cents. I just wanted to show it to you in its proper context. When I went to this store, they got this new collection of books in about I think about 5 or 6 long boxes. They were going to sell basically newer books, and they were going to sell these at Free Comic Book Day for 50 cents a piece. But they gave me first crack at it, so very appreciative of that. Found this for 50 cents. X-Men Origin, well, Wolverine Origins number 10, the regular cover, first appearance of Daken Dark Wolverine. Now, I was about to put this book back because this book looks really dirty. Like, I don't know if anybody notices like these red smudges on the cover, and then I realized that's part of the cover. That's part of the cover art. So I'm glad I didn't leave that book there. Got this for 50 cents. Very, 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 very underrated book, undervalued book. Green Lantern Corps number 201. First appearance of Kilowog. Like even I mean, I picked this up for 50 cents, but I mean, this book doesn't even go for anything more than $5, and I'm really surprised by that. This book should be like just off a general principle, just because Kilowog is such a popular character, this should easily be a $20 book, like just an easy $20 book, but it's not. Another book I'm really happy to get, Brave and the Bold number 33, featuring Wonder Woman, Zatanna, and Batgirl. I think the appeal of this is that this is kind of a flashback story. It's like a pre-Killing Joke Batgirl story, so I think this book goes for like maybe 20 on a really good day. I know for a while this book was going for a lot, like $30 at one time. It's still really tough to find it at your local comic shop for under 10. So I don't know, just a tough book to find. Really cool book. Venom number 1, found that for 50 cents. Also, what else? The Thanos Quest. Now this is from 2000, and this collects Thanos Quest number 1 and 2 from 1990. I know this book this book has gone for as high as $40. I think it's kind of maybe topping out at, I don't know, 15 at this point, because I really haven't checked what this book is going for now, but I think the last time I checked, it was going for like 10 to 15, maybe 20 on a good day. Moving along, of course, after I buy a copy for $5, I find Batman Annual number 25 for 50 cents, the second print. All right, now this book I was searching for probably the past 2 years. Last of Us, American Dreams number 1. This is the first print. For a while, this book was going for $20. I don't think this is going for that much right now, but I'm really glad to have found it for 50 cents. Found the regular cover to, what is this? Green Lantern number 20. First appearance of Jessica Cruz. Like if you see this in the long box at a store, they want to charge you like $9 or $10 for it. I'm glad I didn't pay that. Got it for 50 cents. And last but not least, I got myself a copy of The Punisher number 10, featuring the Punisher number 10 featuring Daredevil. So yeah, that's my haul. I'm sticking to it. We're doing this under 30 minutes, so that's good. Got me some cool Adam Hughes covers. So yeah. That's my haul. I'm sticking to it. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.